So let's look at an example of a word problem that uses our knowledge of quadratics. So we have a soccer ball is kicked from the ground and its height in meters above the ground is modeled by the function h of t equals negative 4.9 t squared plus 19.6 t, where t represents the time in seconds after the ball is kicked. What is the maximum height of the ball? When will it attain this height? Okay, so first thing to notice is that h of t. H of t is the same thing as saying f of x. It's the same thing as saying y. Okay, the h and the t represent the height and the time. So h of t means height in terms of time. So the height in terms of time is equal to negative 4.9 times the time squared plus 19.6 times the time. So let's draw this out. Let's think of this as a parabola. Okay, so if you kick a soccer ball, you're kicking it like that. Okay, here is your height. Okay, so your height is the y-axis, your x-axis is the time. We care about what the maximum height is of the ball and when it gets to that height. So when we're talking about the height, we're talking about the vertex. Okay, so our vertex is like an x and y coordinate. So x in this case is our t, which is time, and height is our y. So we need to find the vertex point. So first thing we're going to do is negative b over 2a. And so if we look at the problem, negative 4.9 would be our a, 19.6 is our b, and we don't have any c. Since it's starting at the ground, it's starting at 0, so c is 0. So we're just going to plug in negative 19.6 divided by 2 times negative 4.9. Okay, so when you calculate this, you'll get 2. So x is 2, and remember x and t are the same, so our t here is 2. Now we're going to plug that in. So we're going to do negative 4.9 times 2 squared plus 19.6 times 2. So when we solve this, we'll end up with 19.6. So we end up with a vertex point of 2, 19.6. Okay, so in the terms of this problem, okay, this is our time, this is our height. So when we're answering the question, what is the maximum height of the ball? We want to answer it, and we can say the maximum height of the ball is 19.6 feet. Oops, meters. And make sure you pay attention to the units that you're supposed to be using. So it's just not 19.6, it's 19.6 what? So it's 19.6 meters. So that's our first question. And then it says, when will it attain this height? So it will attain the height. So the ball will reach the height. The ball will reach the maximum height in 2 seconds. Okay, so again, make sure that you are labeling it with the proper units. So now our problem is complete. Okay, so the maximum height of the ball is 19.6 meters, and it reaches that height in 2 seconds.